Hey everybody, we're taking a quick break. We'll be back with you in about 5 minutes, so stay tuned. With the stand. Oh yeah. Cause I need to see if I can find it's a plug. I brought my long cord. My cousin said, Lil, you're just independent. Take them or leave them. You know me and can't take it. Love you. I love you too, Leslie. And thank you to everybody for chiming in. If I go off, what I might do is go ahead and start up another live feed. So stay tuned. I'm going to start another. table tonight. So please feel free to give us a call. 804-402-2893. Is that Jamaica Lofton that just logged on? Lofton?
No, I drove.
Okay. What's going on? That's Mr. LP, guys.
With a capital R. Capital R.
And we're coming back. We're coming back live. All right. Mr. LP. Hey, James. Hey, Butterfly. Feel free to call in if you like. Once again, it's 804-402-2893. We love to talk to you. Ready to go? We'll be live and shortly, guys. I hope you're enjoying this. So that's the Legacy Internet Radio. If you can't see us live, then feel free to log on to www.legacyinternetradio.com. You can definitely hear us there. And once again, you can give us a call at 804-402-2893. You see Asia back there getting her dance on. She said, stop chewing. Yeah, she's like, stop that chewing. Yeah, I sure did. Like hashtag when your mother tells you stop chewing on the radio. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. So Donnell, we are pretty much freestyling. We talked about relationships, we talked about dating, we talked about friends with benefits, we talked about all of that. So pretty much, we're just freestyling. So if you want to call in, if you got something on your mind, call in. Hey, I'm not gonna say your name out. I'm gonna say, hey, Robert Grassroots. You know what I want to call you. But yeah, call us 804-402-2893. If Colin Kaepernick is on your heart, call in. If you want to talk about relationships, if you have questions for us or Mr. LP, Mr. Broad Street Promotions himself is tuned in. Now I need my brother to be good to tune in, then we'll be all in. But if you want to call in, 804-402-2893. We're going live now.
And we are back. How's everybody doing? Sorry. Was trying to get everything going. You know how it is. The water's cold. It don't want to be hot, and everything else and stuff like that. So you just gotta do what we can.
My Uncle Mike just logged on. So
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I had to get real hype real quick quick. I just see my Uncle Mike just logged on.
Oh.
And he liked to call and talk on the radio.
Oh, sorry, Uncle Mike?
My Uncle Mike, yeah. So let me say this number. Uncle Mike is 804-402-2893 because he is turned all the way up.
Uncle Mike, we got you covered. Thank you, everybody that's listening and watching. Going to Facebook Live. see, Facebook's gonna shoot me, and Periscope will be pissed. I'm sorry, but thank you all for watching, listening, sharing all types of fun and everything. Y'all having fun?
We are. Miss LP, we gotta shout you out. Like, you have been a mentor, you have been a business consultant, you have been the man, like.
I ain't do nothing.
We appreciate you, and thank you for bringing us on. Like, we are really having fun.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I just want to always, despite everything, I honestly, truly do care about people.
Yes.
And I always just want to try to help others and things. I'm not concerned about the money, which is true because I've got too much.
We got skills.
Oh, I
love candy.
I could have a few. I didn't even put that. We have a question from one of our followers, Mr. Darnell. They call him Maurice. He's a roller skater. Woo! Don't ask me questions if you ain't ready for that.
So he says, what do you guys think of how 49ers Colin Kaepernick is protesting and how his following NFL players are going in on him? I'm going to let AJ take this because all she has to say is,
I love my quarterback.
Okay, so I'm going to chime in on the whole national anthem piece. Growing up, everybody wanted to sing the national anthem. Anybody that was a singer wanted to sing the national anthem. I remember my mother telling me, Lil, it's the hardest song to sing a cappella, so when I mastered it, I thought I had done something. But if someone asked me to sing the national anthem today, I would decline it. When I went back and read verse 3, 2, 3, and 4, I'm just like, and this is in the freaking hymnal? And I never, because all we know is, oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light. But when I went and read those other verses, basically you saying, forget the slaves, we free, not them. And to me, I can't sing that song because although my mother always says, I won't know no slave, but the reality is, what you were saying, but what this song was saying, this song is just glorifying slavery. It's glorifying hatred. It's glorifying separation. It's glorifying inequality. I cannot sing or stand for this. I can't do it. But I'm sorry, Maurice. We're going to answer your question about how we all feel about it. Colin Kaepernick, the NFL players kind of, protesting him. I think they just want to keep their money in their endorsements and stuff. But you got to stand for something. Sorry, people. And Mom, if you're still watching, I'm sorry. I'm going to eat my skills.
All right. I have to take the smack because I'm about to let that smack that.
Okay.
So all the military people, the players, and then also to any of the, and I'm going to do a video of this so people can hear me clearly in another video. To anybody that's complaining, to any NFL player, because you just don't like being asked tough questions over, you just want to hear about them asking questions about how you played or your team. You don't want to be answering other questions. To all the other military people, there's a lot of military players that's standing up. But to all the ones that's complaining, anybody that's complaining, Lord forgive me, Grandma, I'm very sorry. But shut the hell up. And I'm going to tell you why. You cannot, the purpose of, fighting for freedom is to be as our right to be able to stand up and sit down. Okay. And one, you look at any game in history, whether it was in Little League, to Pop Warner football, to baseball games, college sports, pro, whatever. You can even look at the Olympics in '84 in LA, in '96 when it was in Atlanta, and any other time, in any sport, the Pan Am Games, the Paralympic Games, or whatever, the FIBA, Goodwill Games, all of them, people didn't stand up. A lot of people didn't stand up. Minor league baseball games every day, there's probably about maybe a half, a quarter, or whatever. Did not stand up. I hardly stand up because I knew, and I was enlightened with what it was. And things. Now, in that same frame, you can't sit there and say pick and choose the freedom. It's either all or none. Okay? You can't sit and pick and say, if you care so much about freedom, you will sit there and care about the fact that people can't have free, clean water here in Richmond and Flint and everything else. Okay? If you cared about freedom, I should have freedom of good education, but a lot of the schools will cost too much. If you cared about freedom, we got so many kids and people starving and homeless. If you cared about freedom, then why were you stepping up for all the different states got their own damn voting rights? Or when people finish their term or whatever, you shouldn't be you lose your right to vote, but then afterwards, it's so much of a fight and issue to get back. You should not care for all these other, you can't pick and choose. Where's the fact that the people are getting shit and shots and all this other stuff, but you're nowhere to be around. But for some godly reason, you get slapped your mom and your children and everything else, but God help me, you won't stand up, but you won't say anything. Now, you say, well, military can't do this, that, and the other for rights and everything else, but you're speaking up about the flag. Now, let's look on the other side of the coin here. Okay, this is really going to smack your heart. Okay, and because I'm going to show the skeletons that's already fell out the closet ages ago. Okay, if you care so much about the freedom of your flag, okay, let's put the military on spotlight. Why are so many damn homeless people sitting up here? Not damn them, but the fact that you allow your people to be homeless. What about the freedom that so many people still fighting to get their doggone GI Bill to go to college? But then you gotta fight and appeal and go through all of this other mess. And then you can only use it for a degree, but I can't use the GI Bill to get a certificate or apprenticeship or something else that can help me to go along. Okay, because I'm sorry, there's not that many jobs for helicopter repair. Or this, that, and the other. You show all these people doing things and think, sure, the doctor or somebody else, but not all the skills translate. What about, if you care so much about the freedom, okay, what about all the families that struggling that still did not get their benefits from people that passed or was injured or killed in the war and things of that nature, and people still fighting to get their benefits? Their children still not getting the money to go to school. What if you cared so much? What about all the men and women and men that's being raped on your bases and all across the world, but these military people are getting away with it? If you care so much about freedom, okay, what about all the doggone crimes that they commit here domestically and internationally, but they get away and act a fool because, oh, I'm military, and do whatever. And I'm going to slap your heart with this. If you care so much about freedom, what about all the damn millions of abandoned children all across the world for doing the war, when you're fighting, serving your term, whatever, reserve that you left behind all across the world that never knew their fathers and mothers? So until you address those issues and understand the fact that you can't pick and choose the freedom is all or none, sit down and shut up and have a seat. In fact, I'll go to Walmart and IKEA and pick up another chair for you. Call me. Call in, and I will be happy to. Until then, none of y'all got a goddamn thing to say.
Mr. LP has spoken. Hands down.
Now you have a certain word.
So,
yeah, I'm sorry,
okay, so I got to jump back in. So,
sorry,
Mr. Reese responds and he says, what he wanted us to discuss is how Cam Newton responded to him. And he said, if you didn't hear, he sent the link for you, how Cam Newton responded to him.
I thought the name was funny. The name that was used for Cam Newton was Cam Newton. To me, it was humorous. Cam Newton is the Negro that was in the field and has been fighting for someone to get in the house. Now they found out the house and he don't want to say the wrong name and put it back in the field. That was the name.
Here is a video, a very powerful video that was done in the exploitation movies. The Lord forgive me, I should know the doggone name. I want to say it wasn't not Trick Baby, but one of those videos where they sat there and said the reason why we're going to do enough to get you out there and make you feel just enough. Not going to give you, but we're going to give you the appearance.
Yep.
Now, no, that was a different interview, but the point of the matter is that yes, I'm not sitting there saying it's on because it's definitely not on. Not every white person is your friend, and not every white person is your enemy.
Sure.
That's because I'm pro-black. I mean, these are what Ross said. Just because you're choosing someone pro-black does not mean you're anti-white or anything.
That's right.
And those who know me know I love everybody. I love my enemy. Fans, even the people that would try to kill me, I'll still buy you coffee the next day and have a talk with you. I'm not just that crazy, but
I think you got a little bit more Jesus
and everything, you know, I love. Because I'm sitting there, and I might be sitting here want to slug you a little bit, but I'm going to ask you, what is going on? What really? But the thing about it is, it's just the fact that you forgot who you are, and sometimes people forget that because. And people go by what they experience around them. But and so to you, you may not have anything. Now keep in mind, you play football. There's plenty of other 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" that may not play football or things of that nature, but you know, you can easily not be in the game. Easily. And so forth. And so now you think you've arrived, you don't realize that you think that you arrived. And you're making the standard comment that it doesn't matter because I don't experience, but what your reality is not everybody else's reality. What happened here for me, you, and anybody here in Virginia in 84 is not the same for anybody else anywhere across the world. And when you are covered with millions of dollars, not realizing that there's people with a whole lot more money than you, the money that I'm dropping down to you for 10, 12, 13 million dollars is chump change compared to the people that's running the game.
And so, Mr. LP, I think Breeze concurs with you because he says, don't get me wrong, I'm a big Cam Newton fan. He said, but I do believe that he tap dances around to save his brand.
But, and keep in mind,
He doing the river dance on that field.
you know, that I laugh every single time. There's that Daffy Duck dance where he's sitting there with the top hat and I laugh every time because that is such a true video and everything else. Shout out to everybody that's listening to us. So thank you for all the charisma.
My mentor.
Yes, sincere listening. He said, yes, I'm pro-black. I think we would tease me because I support all types of cultures and things of that nature. That does not make me not aware of what goes on to the black culture overall.
And I think we have to talk about that. I think we have to explain to people that because we're pro-black does not mean we're anti-white. Just like Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter doesn't mean that all lives don't matter. It just means what it says, Black Lives Matter.
In addition to Indian lives,
Exactly.
It's just the fact
You
that
just
we're
put
not.
an adjective in front of lives matter. Take the adjective off. What do you have? Lives matter.
Let's give it a different spin look, just to help people understand. When we have the quote-unquote American History Museum, it's not inclusive of all the different cultures and groups that helped build America, that was here before it was called America, and everything else. All the stories, a lot of the stories of thievery, crime, what we did to Mexico, what we do to Canada, what we did to Native Americans, what we did to the black people that were here before the slaves, okay, when people don't realize, or other different things. And then the lies that were, and how you suppress those who realized and said, you know what, we're doing wrong. Oh no, you white people, we're not going to do. We're going to shot them up, and then you sent them back to the jails in Europe. I'm sorry, you sent them to jail in Europe because you didn't want them to contaminate and things of that nature. The Civil War was not necessarily about slavery, it was about that dog agreement and a whole bunch of other different things, okay? So we want to sit there and take all of that away. And that's the mess that people kind of just forget. And that's where, and so when you come to the museum, we forget about all those different things. Now we have the Native American Museum that we built. We got to September 24th, save the date. If you're not doing anything else, take your children wherever you are in this God blessed Lord land. Take yourself to DC and see the new African American Museum down there and things like that. Watch the video, or if you can't make it, do whatever you can. And anybody that's in this region, if you're not doing anything, I will kick your butt and not go. And I'm going to tell you why. There are thousands, and we know people here just down the street that's never even left the city. You know how often that we got people here that's never been to DC or never gone to these museums? They're 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. I get things happen. But at some point in time, either somebody older or a family member, hey, what cousin so-and-so doing? What my niece and nephew doing? I'm going to take you to DC. If I've done nothing else with you in life, never talked to you, I'm going to take you, grandfather Joe, I never saw him in life, but he took me to that damn museum. You know, do something with things. And because there's people in Denver, in the middle of the black person on the farm in Montana, whatever, and Native American, whatever, that will never probably get the opportunity to do those different things. And we're right here within the region within an easy driving distance, and we don't take advantage of it. That's what irritates me. And the second thing, and I'm sorry if they're going around, but the second thing that irritates me is that we do not know our history, not just here in America, but I fuss and our hardest to show black history in other cultures. And it brings or either how we help create it or take a part of it. And we do not do that because we existed long before here in America. But we do not talk about that.
So Mr. LP, what you're talking about, people never leaving the city and people going to DC. So Breeze chimed back in because he lives in that area and he says there are people in DC that haven't been to them.
Yeah,
and I mean, he's very socially aware, and you got a concurrence from Justin Williams also.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Now, before we lose time, because I don't want to, and we can go further. It's not going to get a show, but I want to address Motivational Brown Gyrlz. Okay, we're going to talk about the name. I'm just going to let you know. We're going to talk about the name.
Okay.
Okay, that's another subject, another day, another time. More money to me. But anyway.
Gotcha.
Dinner is also food is always welcome.
We like food.
And everything. Laundry, housekeeping, gas. But tell us about Motivational Brown Gyrlz. No, actually no. Yeah. She made me sick one day and she's in the hospital.
Exactly.
I want you to do it. Again, we're transparent. This is encouraging, we're sharing, we're loving each other, we're doing everything else, we're transparent. So here we go.
Motivational Brown Gyrlz is just that we're brown girls who want to motivate. We're not motivating other people, we're actually motivating ourselves as well. When we launched this thing through Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, all social medias, we were actually learning more about ourselves from other people, so that way we can be a better service to others. Because again, this is from the heart from both of us. We not looking for money or any type of donation or anything like that. I mean, you feel you want to write a check, that's cool.
We like checks. We like checks.
It's from the heart. It's like when you do something from the heart, people actually see and know that it's genuine, and that's what we're doing. I feel like this was placed on our hearts, and we're doing what God wants us to do. And whether it's helping people and we're helping ourselves at the same time, and that's pretty much what it is.
You are not allowed to ever be to speak the fact. She's got to speak it for the rest of the time for at least another.
She can speak it. I got to shout out my big brother, the sheriff, Mike. He just chimed in, and I know he's probably like, Lillie, what are you doing? But shout out to Mike Rondo because law enforcement has a bad name, but he is definitely the epitome of diversity, of practicing diversity in employment and living up to who God wants him to be. So I have to shout him out in a time when law enforcement gets a bad name, because he is the sheriff in Danville, Virginia,
Okay.
a hard area.
Not a problem. That's what's up. Keep the, road clean, around the house. I want to toss that out there. Try to go through that sky pass, there's a bunch of mess over there. Fix that, okay? Okay, look, I just want to say that 229, stuff, what you want to say. But, now, with Motivational Brown Gyrlz, you mentioned about women in prison. When I first asked you about it. Tell us about that, please.
So, the big picture is that we work to try to reintegrate children of incarcerated parents. Now, emphasis on women simply because you always hear about men that are locked up. You don't hear about the women. You see what I'm saying? So
people's only exposure is unfortunately with the orange and black, and it gives a good dictation. I would give it that, but it's a lot more.
But so many women are imprisoned and they lose themselves. And when I say they lose themselves, they either lose their femininity or they lose their mind. They forget that they have something on the outside waiting on them. So as Motivational Brown Gyrlz, we feel like they have access to the internet. They have access to... Oh, in prison? Oh yeah, they do.
Not only, I can tell you for a fact that I'm sorry, working in, and some do, and some don't.
Okay. I didn't say legally, but they have access.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. And so the idea is that if someone hears just a snippet of anything we've discussed tonight, they may feel like, hey, we can do that. We can write to somebody who can then write to somebody who can write to them, and maybe they can tell our story. You see what I'm saying? Like, the internet, social media has been used to criminalize, it has been used to exploit, it has been used to hurt people. But we want this thing to be used to help people. So that's how we can impact women who are in prison. Men who are in prison, they get all the services. Fatherhood programs. They don't have motherhood programs, they have fatherhood programs. For women, they have family reintegration. Why can't it be a motherhood program? You see what I'm saying?
You first mentioned that, and I agree with you. I want to make sure I got the other part of it. You mentioned children integrating. Are you saying, or is part of that is when they come out, helping the mothers reconnect to the children, or while they're, better yet, while they're in prison?
While they're in. And that's where we mess up. That's where the criminal justice system has failed us, period. We waited until 2009 to write a governor's reentry initiative. And I know that for a fact because I was sitting there in the Atmore building.
Let's be clear. That's when they got through. That's when we all know it was done ages and decades beforehand.
I'll say a more...
We just had somebody that forgot to check.
A more collective impact was made by what was done from 2009 to 2011. I was fortunate to be able to receive that as my internship for my master's thesis. And sitting there and reviewing a document, and I'm majoring in criminal justice, and I'm like, do I really believe in this system? Like, do I believe in this system? Because you can rape my mama and get 6 months, depending on who you are. But the little boy who sold a couple of dime bags of weed so that he could put money in the house, he gone for I don't know how long. And I mean, it's extreme, but...
It's not, to be fair to your point, it's not extreme, but that's everyday reality.
It bothers me. And that's what took me out of the criminal justice system into the human services system and now into education, simply because while I believe in certain parts of the system, I do know that money talks and bullshit walks. So if I have money to afford, we got a beast attorney back home named Joe Garrett. If I got money to afford him, I'm gonna get off, whether I did it or not. But if I gotta take a public defender, I'm going up the road. And that's just what it is. And it's not right. Money talks. And yes, I'll say, race does play a part, but I'm gonna tell you now, the way I really, classism plays a big part in a lot.
Exactly, and that is true.
Mm-hmm.
My only problem is that it's used as an outlet because they feel that that's the only reason they don't consider that. Because you can even have money, but it still doesn't mean you're part of the class.
True.
Because it just highlights some things you could.
Because rich and wealthy are two different things.
Because in this sense, it's two different things as well. So that's where people understand it's how you supply. Just like we say, everybody's intelligent, but only have wisdom. Vice versa.
We talk about that a lot. We talk about that a lot.
So now this is a 2-month going on 3-month inception. Still new. Okay, still getting out there. We're gonna talk about some things. So what's next in the process of we're getting your faces out there, we're brand building. That's what we're doing now. We're brand building. Okay, so that nature. So Susie Homemaker calls you and says, you know what, I hear you, got some strong women, I've had some of these situations in my relationship, and I'm kind of lost in terms of my son's come back home. He's wild, he's angry, he's mad. The father's hidden there, not so much. I don't know what to do, and everything else. Because then we have another lady who's helped with this program, Coach B. Hey, Coach B, inspiring to me, and it does a variety of things. So she's helping, encouraging, getting a whole bunch of different things. But now we're going to deal with the situation of this happens a lot. Integration program. She calls you up from that lady. What's the first thing you're going to say, AJ?
First thing I do is actually listen to her. I don't say, I just want to listen to her situation first. And actually sit down with her and show that I do care. That when you call for a reason, we're here for you. And actually offer services. That's why we're out here meeting people and making connections, because you don't know what the next person knows. So what she needs, me or LM may know somebody, I know somebody be perfect for them to go and get the situation together for her son, for the father, or the child, whatever their situation is, so that they can start the road to healing, to recovery, to making relationships better amongst three.
Which speaks to a part of our platform, which is supporting minority-owned businesses. That's why we are reaching out to minority-owned businesses and trying to get to know them and letting them know, hey, we're here. We want to.
Are you being a conduit legally, or are you being a conduit promotion, or you could be a conduit as a advisor?
I would say more advising, being a referral source, kind of being that liaison between those who don't know and those who have the resources.
Mediary services.
That's
what you are. You both of you are mediary services.
Okay, well, I guess
Thank you.
mediary
Mediary services. So you are.
You're mediary services.
Because you are resourceful in terms of what you're looking to what you have and things. Your platforms are diverse. So I think so that's where I think is the mediaries and negotiating services and things. That's where you take both of you have heavy. This is what helps for both of you. Okay, both of you have an extensive criminal background in terms of. We're gonna use this a criminal justice background. Just to make it American. But you both of you have an extensive background background in terms of the criminal justice system. But we have an extreme background in terms of the medical aspect of how the mind works, mental health. Mental health plays a big game of this, okay, and so forth. Both come, both have familiarity, especially from small town, small area, low income, and to many level and things of that nature. So you understand the region. So you understand the businesses and how each one, you know exactly, especially to what your point made earlier, you know exactly what businesses want and work for the individuals and what they need. So your mediary services help people negotiate and deal with different problems. That's your services. Just as I thought, my outside thought.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So now that we have that on stage and so forth and things, what do y'all do also today regarding your 9 to 5 working out and all those types of things?
Oh, my God, for real. It's in the way.
That's not a problem. We're going to speak that into
I'm
existence.
trying to pull her over to the other side.
It's in the way.
So those of you out there watching in Springer Nation, I'm trying to make her a Springer.
But currently, as of now, what do you?
I work for Sussex Tuesday Prison.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
I work for Sussex Tuesday Prison.
Subject to, okay, understand. First off, our mind is strength. And your faith, and keep doing that. And it's hard. I know exactly what's going on there. But you're there for a reason. Because see, now keep in mind, you came out of the other area because you did not want to be a contributor to the mediocrity.
Mm-hmm.
Now here, even though in some form or way, we're working within the system, but you're trying to at least before someone starts hammering, let's add some logic and reason here. I'm taking my medical and my mental health background and adding reasoning to your position. So that's what you're doing, and I appreciate that. You know that, I know what you do, but God help us all. What is you doing?
So currently I'm a secondary educator in the area of math, and I'm an exceptional education case manager, meaning I coordinate special education services.
What's last time?
25.
21.
Which I would definitely say that speaks to my level of patience, because if people know anything about exceptional education,
What's our size of this?
clients,
What's our size of this right?
you're 3, you got 2, you decide on your base.
What's the degree?
Yeah. I know right off the top of my head.
Exceptional.
Yeah, I'm exceptional. I am gifted. I'm very
What's the
gifted.
slope?
Why you was
Okay, here we go.
Why you was Today I taught symmetry and transformation.
Oh my God, can you use
And point line plank.
so you're trying to use the Texas Instrument graphic calculator, right?
Actually, now that's the interesting part. Right now, we're not letting them use calculators. The only students that are using calculators right now are those who are required to use it as a testing accommodation for their IEP. So,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, that's my 9 to 5. Well, my 8:30 to 4, shall I say. But I love it. I'm in an East End school. Anybody that knows about the East End of Richmond, they know it gets a hard smack. But I love Holland Springs High School. Stand up. I love the Springs.
Oh.
And it's brilliant. I love it. If anybody would have told me 10 years ago that I would be in education, I would have been like, you're crazy. I can teach you nobody. But I love it.
All right. That being said, I appreciate all what you do, and things of that nature. Keep putting up the fight. Don't quit. I'm gonna tell you right now, AJ, this is a mission. This is a mission. Despite what you may say about this chick, you're in that driver's seat. And guess you're only as good as your weakest link. As far as I'm concerned, you're the weakest link. You ain't trying to roll, right? You just keep on doing that and keep doing the positive things that you can in the community. And do what you can. Okay? How can people get in contact with you?
With me or MBG?
You don't want off the list. We already know that y'all are in between and things like that. So we already know that you're not available. And then if this one, she probably is available, but we got to work on this one before we do. Let her be available and everything else because
He's giving me a hard time.
Well, as far as social media, you can follow us on Twitter at MBG_0716. You can follow us on Facebook. Our Facebook page is Motivational Brown Gyrlz -MBG, and our Facebook group is MBG.
And we have a actual Facebook friend page who you can send a friend request to, and it's MBG last name page. Very simple. And also you can definitely, if you want to say something private or submit an anonymous submission or topic for our Sunday chat, you can send it to mbg0716@hotmail.com.
I appreciate that. Very welcome. Did we cover everything that you wanted?
We did. We had so much fun.
Bravo. I appreciate everybody that's listening and doing what we can, and I thank everybody out there in social media land. Thank you very much. Hey, Big J up in Massachusetts, our beauty expert up there. I appreciate you. Yes, that woman is a beast, and then doing all this other stuff. Our NUA, Candace Cole's out there. Ramonta was up, man. That man could sing, could blow you. That man right there can make the jaws drop no matter what you say. And everything else. I'm sorry, I just gotta tell the truth. I just see women walk by, he didn't see me. He just, and then he drop. He's like, I got you. And everything else about Coach B, that you. Tandalin, what's up, young lady? How you doing? That's my 6+ player right there. Going on. Sorry, but how you doing, young lady? Sincere. Everybody else that's out there, I appreciate it. Coach B's like, hey, go Springer.
All right.
Jesus, crazy. But I want to say thank you for everybody for listening and stuff like that. I appreciate all of you. And I want to say thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having
This will not be the last. Many things, but I want to say thanks to everybody that's listening. And make sure you listen to all our great, wonderful shows. We got a lot of great out there. Mondays we have 8.5 Step In with Marcus J at 7 p.m. Today we got Live Radio is always going to Urban Serengeti.
I like how she talks.
I love you.
You're Reverend Doctor.
I love her. We have to meet her.
Her heart is just dropping right now. It's just so much. All throughout the radio, it's about that back of life of all.
Yeah, we had opportunity there. We were there last week, and they are very interesting.
And look, they were easy on y'all. I don't know what was going on. I
think they picked up on our vibe. They was like, well, they really want no nonsense. But we had fun too.
They were easy on it. Look, you think, God, they're doing Facebook Live. It looks like a bar up in here.
Yeah.
And everything else.
Turn all the way up.
It's usually about 10, 15. I can't think it was LER or one of the groups in here. They walked up in here with 2 coolers and like, what you want? I'm just like,
look, I tell people all the time, I come out of the biker world. So I know what time it is. But I respect them and I love them to death. I love them to death.
We got the Woke Squad on Friday, Vicky J and the crew. How y'all doing up there?
And they are turned up. We have to meet them as well because they are.
Look, I want to tell you, be careful. Look, you better be careful. You fake real bad for everything.
Oh, I love the Woke Squad. We listen to them on a Friday.
I tell you.
Yes.
You got best with
She went off, and I think that's why I was fired up when that lady got at me in Office Depot because I was just finished. Yes, sir. Yes.
She Do you want to get on her nerves or things like that? Talking about some men not supporting women or something like that.
Yeah, she definitely
Definitely. But like the faith and the commonality of both of us is that we both love our history and try to delve into the reason and things. Because a lot of people forget the nominal facts that was going on behind the thing, behind the doors, behind the scenes and stuff like that. And we all say, well, this led up to this, but what really happened was the truth. So we just gonna give a shout out to Vicky J and the rest of the crew, her crew of the Old Squad, and they awesome at 7 p.m. Saturday we have a replay of all our shows and things like that. Bob Marley and the Reggae Links. We turning it up. Sometimes, look, don't let me get control of it. It's gonna be all the way live.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna play some country. I'm gonna play all that stuff. Marcus J gonna be pissed, but it's deserved, right? Now, I need you to sit there. You might be listening, but I need you to sit here and back me. We're gonna have a country show up on this day, and everything.
I own my brother here, good.
There you go. Everybody else, so hey, I'm gonna bring it to you. And then we have, Amplified Gospel, all the way throughout Sunday.
But on
Sunday night is Trials After Dark. And everybody else, and stuff like that. I have not gotten going on there all the time. I support it, and I listen, and I comment, and things like that, but they don't want me on that show. They do not want me on that show. And there might be some trouble up in here.
Oh, wow.
We want to turn off the light and put on the blue light, you know what I'm saying? Let's really get it in. Let's tell you the real deal. Then we're going to start it back up and things. And we got a lot of rich people, things that we have some people that had some previous shows, but they're always still here to support. We love you all, no matter what. And we're very grateful. We're very grateful and stuff like that.
Oh, real quick, I just went to the Fine Arts Museum yesterday, and I went to see Henry Wiley's, his paintings, his stained glass is amazing. Unfortunately, it's gone because yesterday was the last day. But also, if you get a chance, go see Gordon Parks, photography, Scott Kansas. So he has a bunch of pictures up there. It's a lot of reading, but it's his pictures of when he was support Scott Kansas, and he followed his 27 classmates that he graduated with. Wow. In addition to his 3 pieces that was written in the Life magazine, Blacks and Muslims and Blacks, something like that it's called. And his famous Malcolm X picture, that's up there. The famous Stokely Carmichael picture is up there. So whenever you get a chance, it's a free exhibition. So just go up there and check it out and learn a little something.
Yeah, also check out BlackThen, BLACKTHEN.com. There's a lot of great stuff. Black Facts, Black World. There's a lot of different things, and it's not just about Black history, but there's a lot of other different cultural history, Native American, and a lot of history that's past long before colonialism here of America, and all the other foolishness with that. Shout out to Mr. Sincere. I pray that you're feeling better, bro. Shout out to my boy, Mr. Paul, family member sick with cancer, and he's trying to take care of that. So shout out to that.
Praise God for your family.
So we're looking out too for all of that, and we just want to make sure everything's good. Make sure you give us a call if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Even when we're not here, we're always listening. Leave a message 804-402-2893. Again, that's 804-402-2893. And also you can email us at ENLIVEN Radio. That's ENLIVEN Radio RADIO @gmail.com. And you can hit me up. I'll get the message to whoever in the station, these 2 ladies, or anywhere else in the world. God bless you, everybody that's listening out here. Could be so sorry we missed you, but thank you for listening in and supporting and everything else. We love you all. God bless, and we will definitely talk to you soon. And have a blessed one, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Good night.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
all so very much for listening, following, and everything else. Hey, Candace Nicole, how you doing? We appreciate you and everything else. Thank you so very much for listening and everything, all the different shows. We love you, appreciate you. Say hi, wave there, wave. No.
My mama called me, so I gotta see what her voicemail is.
Oh, Lord. But thank you all so very much for listening to joining us for Live Radio, part of Legacy Internet Radio. Appreciate you all joining, listening, supporting the show. We try to do what we can to make sure we help encourage, support, live, and educate. There's so many different things out there. We live in a cosmopolitan world. That does not mean we do not need to be concerned about the things that happen within your culture and community at all. There's always inspiration without assimilation. Have a blessed one. Bye-bye.
Love it, love it.
All right. Pull out your pen and paper. You know, I'm not going to keep it because I know y'all got work to do in the morning and all that other stuff. Okay. A lot of the things is out. I wish I could got my hands on you before you did. I love all what you're doing, but there's a couple of things I just thought. Y'all have, with all your social media, different profiles and things, there's all these different variations. You need to be consistent with all possible. Either try to edit the name, do what you can, or something like that. Just kind of find a different way. Also, I like Motivational Brown Gyrlz. I really do. But I really think you maybe try to find a way of a different name. And the only reason why, because if you do a search, it's the same way you spell it, whatever, there's so many different things. You want to be unique. I'm not saying be totally crazy, but you want to be unique. Just something to consider. Because you're still early enough to change. Okay? And things that say, hey, formerly, whatever you want to do. But you just be consistent. But whatever you do, and you're going forward, you just want to be consistent. And things of that nature, whatever you do. Everything that y'all do, you got to hashtag. Hashtag the hell.
I hashtag on Twitter.
Yeah. You got hashtag, and which is fine. And you're not going to get them all in on his trip. But in your Instagram posts, your personal things, or whatever, whether you go by your first names, LM, J, whatever you do, that's what's going to be, you have to go from the period. Maybe not so much, and the only reason why I like it, personally, I really do, but the only reason why I think it may not work for some women, because they want to address you by name, and something like that, that's the only thing. But for safety and personal reasons, it's kind of hard. So you kind of have to find that name out. If it works for you, cool, it's good. But at the same time, when you're hashtagging AJ